Welcome back to the Suraj Podcast. In the last episode, we heard the discussion between Guru Hargobind and his wife, Mata Nanaki, about the young Tegh Bahadur. Now in this episode, chapter 44 starts off describing how Sikhs like Raijod, Bhai Panna, Paramanand, Sundar, all these top Sikhs would stay in the company of Guru Hargobind, asking questions about devotional worship and wisdom. As they got replies and answers from Guru Hargobind, their state of mind shifted to experience great bliss. Bidhi Chand was also there, but he was taking care of all the warriors and the horses. He handled all the administration and finances. He was organizing a massive langar, a communal kitchen, which never stopped serving food. He would also bring to the Guru the finest clothes and jewelry. He also instructed his son, Lal Chand, to also perform service for the Guru in the manner that he did. Bidhi Chand had served the Guru so greatly that he had become liberated, walking on the path of Sikhi. In warfare, he defeated the enemies and experienced great spiritual bliss. He knew the true essence of the world, of the divine. For the longest time, he had served the Guru. He grew old, always watching and having the sight of the Guru. He always was happy hearing the Guru's divine words. His eyes became pure looking at the Guru. His ears became pure, listening to the words of the Guru. His head was blessed as it touched the feet of the Guru, and his hands were blessed doing the Guru's work. Bidhi Chand would travel from here to there, taking care of the Guru's affairs, and in doing so his feet were also blessed. His whole life was in the service of the Guru. He grew old doing this service. Blessed was his life. He attained liberation through this service. He had also attained all the powers of the world, like knowing the inner thoughts of others, all through the blessings of the Guru. When he had realized that the end of his life was approaching, he remembered this pact that he made with Sundar Shah Faqir, that he would return to Sundar Shah, where they would pass away together and travel to the afterlife together. Thinking about this, he approached the Guru for permission to travel to the long distance to the city of Devnagar. His son Lal Chand was also sitting near Guru Hargobind at that moment, when he clasped his hands together and said, "Guru Hargobind, I understand you know all, but I have to tell you that I've reached the end of my life. Now the end for me is near, and I wish to end my life singing your praises. But I have one other request. I made a pact with Sundar Shah that when he will also pass away, that I will be there, and that we would leave this world together and reach your house in the afterlife. Only if you grant me this permission, I will go. So if you desire, you can make my pact truthful and allow me to go." Guru Hargobind heard this and laughed and said, "If you had made a pact, you should be truthful to it. So you may go and meet with Sundar Shah to leave your body and head to my abode in the afterlife. Go there and contemplate with him how this world is illusionary." Hearing this, Bidhi Chand then bowed his head to Guru Hargobind, but he looked again at his son Lal Chand. He placed his head, Lal Chand's head, also at the feet of Guru Hargobind, and then began to tell him that, "Listen, you can get both material wealth and liberation from Guru Hargobind. Never leave his company and his service. Whenever they command you, quickly fulfill that order. Don't hesitate at all to do the Guru's work." Guru Hargobind at that point grabbed Lal Chand's arm and comforted Bidhi Chand when he said, "I'll treat Lal Chand just as I treated you, do not worry. But Bidhi Chand, there is no difference between me and you. The only difference is the title of Guru and Sikh. We have become one form. You have done endless amounts of service for the Guru's house. Your son will also serve the Guru's house just as you did. Your lineage will always be close to the Guru's house and will be rewarded as such." Saying this, Guru Hargobind then bid farewell to Bidhi Chand. But Bidhi Chand constantly would be immersed in looking at Guru Hargobind and bowing down to their feet. Tears were rolling down Bidhi Chand's face knowing that this was the last time he would see Guru Hargobind. Bidhi Chand then went to the other senior Sikhs like Bhai Panna, Jodhrai alike, asking them for forgiveness if he had ever said anything harsh to them. Bidhi Chand then set off, but not before instilling within his heart and focusing on the form of Guru Hargobind. Even though he had reached this most ultimate stage of spiritual wisdom and spiritual understanding, this great love within him of Guru Hargobind did never waver at all. So he quickly traveled out to Devnagar. Upon reaching, he saw Sundar Shah meditating, and Sundar Shah was meditating upon Bidhi Chand. He was reciting Satanam with his mouth. Bidhi Chand walked in and greeted Sundar Shah, saying, "Oh, my beloved, I have come to see you, because both of our lives are near their end." Hearing this, Sundar Shah then quickly broke out of his meditation, and he grabbed the feet of Bidhi Chand. He placed the dirt of Bidhi Chand's feet on his forehead, and then he began praising Bidhi Chand for coming such a long distance and at this important time. So Bidhi Chand then told Sundar Shah that they only have 3 hours left in their life. So he then says, "Take the name of Guru Nanak, instill it within your heart with great love, and we will both leave our bodies with great ease, and with great respect will go to the Guru's abode in the afterlife. Come, let us bathe and get ready. Let's place some sheets down on the ground. Let us abandon all our fears now. Let us take the Guru's support, such that we be in great bliss." Listening to this, Sundar Shah quickly did as he was told. They both bathed and placed sheets on the ground, and they began then to lay down. They were singing the praises of Guru Hargobind for some time, and then they closed their eyes and focused internally upon the Guru, after covering the front of their body as well with another sheet. It was at this moment that, without any pain or fear, they both left their bodies. At that moment, the gods, the Devtas, came down from heaven with great excitement. They came down with great respect for these two divine beings. They placed them in their air vehicles and they took them up to the heavens while they were singing with great happiness. The bodies of Bidhi Chand and Sundar Shah looked so beautiful, golden in color. They were wearing extremely fine clothes and jewelry. They quickly arrived in the Guru's abode in the afterlife. So in this way, this extremely important Sikh of the Guru, Bidhi Chand, easily left his body. The people of Devnagar then found their bodies as Sundar Shah's place, and they performed the funeral rites for both bodies. So Sundar Shah Faqir's body was buried as per Muslim rites, and the townspeople then created a memorial space for him there. Bidhi Chand's body was cremated at that spot by the people as well, and it said whoever goes there, their desires are fulfilled. So this is how chapter 44 ends, and in the next chapter we'll hear how Guru Hargobind bears with the separation from Bidhi Chand. So that's where we'll pick up next time, but as always, we would like to thank those who have been contributing to the Mangalachan Patreon page to support this podcast.
शरण परेगा ते तरेगा गज गज करा जावे गुरु हरगोबिंद साहब दे मन भावे निहाल हो जावे सत श्री अकाल।